Hello. I thought I'd just show you a few of the plant guides or books or resources that you can get hold of to help you out with some of the plants that you might find. I've got a bit of an array of books here, and hopefully we'll be able to look at them up reasonably close. This one here is Plants of Western New South Wales. It's quite a tome. It's quite a large book, and it's by a whole heap of authors, including Cunningham, Mullen, Milthorpe and Lee. It's fairly old, and it's probably 1990 something, this edition. If I get a quick look at the title page, 1992, so there you go. But look, it's a fantastic resource. You can open it at any page and find an entry for, there you go, there's a little plant, Scalenia. There's all the details about it, what family it's in, what type of soil it likes, its habitat, distribution, where it's found, a photo. Some of them even have a little measuring point here, so you've got an idea of how big the plant can become, and lots of notes as well. And just about every opening has some really useful information. Here's some saltbush, and they're laid out in sort of some sort of logical order as well. This page here has a whole lot of fruit or seed bodies of different sorts of saltbush and other things as well, I think. No, it's all just one different type of saltbush, Atriplex. So if you find a plant or even part of a plant, you should be able to identify at least to the family or even the genus. Anyway, that's one resource, the Plants of Western New South Wales. And as I said, it covers that portion of one state, but all of the plants that are in that book are pretty much found all over southeastern Victoria, southeastern Australia. So that's a generalist book. These three here are just some examples of really useful portable guides, really good field guides. This one's a wildflower guide to a particular park. That's the Chiltern Mount Pilot National Parks of Northern Victoria. This one's from Bannockburn, and this one here is from Victorian Volcanic Plain, so the whole of Western Victoria from sort of Geelong to Warrnambool, I guess. And inside, it's a fold-out sort of thing. There are little sections for different plants. We've got orchids. We've got more orchids, lilies, rather herbs or just wildflowers, some shrubs. I'm going really quickly because a bit hard to see. More flowers, which they call herbs. There's a gardenia there, which we've found at our place. Quite a lot of these plants are actually found here at Stringy Bark, and some pea plants as well. Lots of different peas. And more shrubs, lots of wattles there. And then you turn it over and it folds out, so both sides. It's really useful. There's probably 100 plants or more on there in that one, Wildflower Guide, and they're all very similar. There are plant guides for Ballarat, southern Ballarat, and there are also fauna guides, so mammals and birds, to those areas as well. So if you're looking for something for a particular spot or a particular place, these little take-home brochures are really useful, and generally they're free from the Shire or places like that. Maybe the information centre for in a town might have these sorts of things ready in the displays, ready to take away. Now here's another style of book which concentrates on one particular type of plant. This one is the Wild Orchids of Victoria, And you'd be amazed at how many, again this is quite a substantial book, you'd be amazed at how many orchids there are within Victoria. And again, this is laid out with beautiful photographs, a lot of them showing, well, most of them showing the plants in situ, so how you'd see them in the bush. Some with just rosettes, which help you identify particular plants. And I'll just flick through here to show you. There are hundreds of different types of these plants, which are green hoods. There's about 20 pages of them. And then the glossodias, which are the wax-lip orchids, generally pink or blue. Lots and lots of calladenias, spider orchids, green cone orchids, more spiders. Fantastic. So it's a really good resource. And this is a reasonably new book, so it's right up to date. And worth a few dollars, but it's certainly, if you're into orchids and you're in Victoria, certainly worth spending the $50 or $60 on a book like this, because it's a fantastic resource. A couple of other ones that I've got just at hand here are this one on grasses. This is for temperate Australia, so it's pretty much all over Australia. These types of books have per page or per opening something about a particular plant, just some information, botanical information, description, and then some diagrams or photos. Actually, this one's just pictures, line drawings, which illustrate the different parts of the plant to help you identify what you've got or what you've found. There are others around that have nicer photos, but this is not a bad book. Another small one, this is just for, again, for temperate Australia, but yeah, most of these you'll find in Victoria, native grasses. And just at an opening, here's some tussock grass. So it shows the different features of the grass, what to look for. That sort of thing, and you know, a photo of a plant in situ as well, so you know what you're looking for. And again, a page of description, distinguishing features, management even, similar species. So if you can get hold of one or more of these sorts of books on grasses or on eucalypts or wattles or orchids or pea plants, the specific family or group of plants that you're interested in, they're really useful resources. But the more general ones for an area are really good too, and the general plant guides for most of the state are also very useful. There is a resource called Flora of Victoria, which is a major work, and I think there's something like 40 volumes which describe in detail all the plants within Victoria, and it gets upgraded all the time as well. But you can't go out and buy the whole 40 volumes. It would cost you an arm and a leg. So a lot of the resources nowadays are online, and I'll talk about those at another time. Anyway, get out there and find some good plant books, and you won't look back. Bye.